Hello, my beautiful angels. If this message found you right now, I need you to understand something. Your life is shifting in a way you may not fully see yet. There is a reason this message crossed your path. There is a reason your spirit paused here. You are not behind. You are not lost. You are not forgotten. You are standing at the edge of a season that your old self prayed for, cried for, and almost gave up waiting for. I feel this so strongly. You planted something. Maybe it was within yourself. Maybe it was a dream, a gift, a project, a calling, a new version of you that no one else understood. Maybe you did not even have the words for it at the time, but something inside you knew that you could not keep living the same way. Something inside you knew you were meant for more, and now that seed is beginning to grow. You may not see the full garden yet, but the roots are alive. The roots have been working quietly beneath the surface. The roots have been strengthening in places nobody could clap for, nobody could validate, and nobody could even notice. That is why this season feels different. Because what is coming into your life is not random. It is connected to the work you have already done in private. It is connected to the healing you chose when it would have been easier to stay bitter. It is connected to the faith you kept when nothing around you looked promising. You have no idea how powerful your purpose is. And I know that sounds big. I know that can feel dramatic. But some of you have been treating your life like it is small, when your soul has always known it came here to do something meaningful. You came here with gifts. You came here with sensitivity. You came here with perception. You came here with a heart that feels deeply, even after everything it has survived. You came here with the ability to walk through darkness and still recognize light. That is not ordinary. Some people go through pain and become closed off forever. But you kept searching for meaning. You kept asking deeper questions. You kept trying to become softer without becoming weak. You kept trying to become wiser without becoming cold. That is alchemy. You have been turning pain into purpose for longer than you realize. Even when you were young, there was something in you that knew how to survive what you could not explain. You found little ways to comfort yourself. Maybe through music. Maybe through writing. Maybe through daydreaming. Maybe through art. Maybe through prayer. Maybe through silence. Maybe through being alone in your room and imagining a life where you finally felt safe. You were not just escaping. You were protecting your spirit. You were learning how to listen to something higher within you. You were learning that even when the outside world felt heavy, there was still a place inside you that could not be destroyed. That place is still there, and now it is getting louder. There is something about you that has always carried wisdom beyond your years. You may have felt older than people around you. You may have felt like you had to understand things too early. You may have looked at life with a depth that other people could not relate to. At times, that probably made you feel isolated, like you were different, like your path was heavier, like everyone else got to move through life with ease while you had to learn lessons through heartbreak, betrayal, disappointment, or loneliness. But my love, there was purpose in what you survived. Not because you deserved the pain, not because suffering is beautiful on its own, but because your spirit did something incredible with it. Your spirit took what was meant to break you and turned it into wisdom. It took rejection and turned it into discernment. It took loneliness and turned it into self-connection. It took grief and turned it into compassion. That is why your presence feels different now. You are not the same person you were. You cannot even go back to being that person because you have seen too much, learned too much, healed too much, and outgrown too much. The old version of you may have believed that every hard thing was proof that life was against you, but the version of you rising now is beginning to see with different eyes. You are beginning to understand that some endings were protection, some delays were preparation, some losses were redirection, some closed doors were saving you from rooms that were too small for your spirit. You were not being punished. You were being prepared. There were moments when you lost yourself so deeply that you thought you would never come back. But that version of you had to dissolve so a truer version could rise. Because sometimes losing yourself is not the end. Sometimes it is the beginning of meeting yourself honestly for the first time. You are finding yourself now in a way you never have before. Not the version of you that performs for approval. Not the version of you that shrinks to keep peace. Not the version of you that over-explains, over-gives, and overextends just to be loved. You are finding the version of you that knows. The version that knows your worth without needing applause. The version that knows when something is not aligned. The version that knows love should not require self-abandonment. The version that knows your sensitivity is not a weakness. It is part of your gift. You were never created without purpose. You were never placed here as background energy in someone else's story. You were not designed to simply survive, pay bills, lose yourself, and call that life. You are here to embody love in a way that is real. Not fake positivity. Not pretending everything is fine. Real love. The kind of love that has been tested. The kind of love that has walked through fire and still chooses not to become the fire. That is your power. Your purpose is not only about a job title. It is not only about a platform, a career, a business, or one perfect path. Those things may become part of it, but they are not the whole thing. Your purpose is in the energy you carry. It is in the way you speak to people. It is in the way you see what others miss. It is in the way you understand pain without needing someone to explain every detail. It is in the way you make people feel less alone. It is in the way your presence reminds others that healing is possible. You are a walking testimony that darkness does not get the final say. And that is why your life is about to change. Because you are entering a season where your perspective is different. The same kind of obstacle that once would have destroyed you will not have the same power over you anymore. You will still have challenges. You will still have moments that stretch you. But you will not meet them as the old you. You will meet them with wisdom. You will meet them with faith. You will meet them with the quiet knowing that every challenge can be transformed. Every delay can teach you something. Every redirection can lead you closer to yourself. That is why blessings can reach you now in a new way. Because you are not asking from the same place of fear anymore. You are not trying to force what is not yours. You are not begging for doors that already showed you they were not aligned. You are becoming magnetic because you are becoming honest with yourself. And when you become honest with yourself, the wrong things start falling away. The wrong people lose access. The wrong paths stop making sense. The wrong versions of love stop tempting you. At first, that can feel lonely, but then your soul family begins to recognize you. You start attracting people who see you clearly. People who do not need you to shrink. People who support your growth instead of competing with it. People who feel safe, grounded, honest, and aligned. That is coming for you. The more you stand in your truth, the more your true community can find you. And I feel that strongly. There is a new circle forming around you. Not a crowded circle. Not a loud circle. A true one. People who understand your heart. People who respect your spirit. People who remind you that love can be peaceful. Friendship can be safe. Support can be real. You are not meant to walk the next season alone. The message of friendship is coming through very strongly. You are being guided toward people who will encourage your dreams, not drain them. People who can celebrate your light without trying to dim it. People who feel like fresh air after years of emotional heaviness. Let them find you. Let yourself be seen by the right people. You do not need to hide your softness from those who are meant to honor it. I also feel a strong message about the season we are in right now. This summer is not just about warmth, sunlight, and longer days. For many of you, this summer is revealing what has been growing quietly beneath the surface. Something in your life is beginning to open. Something that was once hidden is starting to show signs of life. July, August, and the weeks ahead may bring clarity, movement, answers, or unexpected blessings. This feels like a season of visibility, a season where you are being asked to stop hiding from your own light, a season where the energy around you is saying, step forward, breathe deeper, and let life meet you again. This is not the season to bury yourself in old fear. This is the season to let yourself be warmed by possibility again. Something that has been slowly building may begin to show itself more clearly during this time. A wish, a move, a connection, a breakthrough, a new opportunity. A moment where you look around and realize that life is finally responding to the work you have done inside yourself. But your intentions matter. What is coming in must be rooted in the highest good. Not ego, not revenge, not proving people wrong from a bitter place. Let it come from love. Let it come from alignment. Let it come from the version of you that wants to grow, heal, serve, create, and experience life more fully. Because when your intentions are clear, the path opens differently. You are also being guided to return to nature. Go outside when you can. Touch the earth. Sit near water. Look at the sky. Watch the trees move. Let the wind remind you that you are alive. Let sunlight reach your face. Let the stillness of nature regulate what the world has overstimulated. Some of you receive messages through nature, through birds, through water, through the moon, through the weather, through little signs that appear when your mind finally becomes quiet enough to notice them. Nature is not separate from you. It speaks to your nervous system. It reminds your body that it does not have to live in survival mode forever. You have carried so much for so long, but you are allowed to soften now. You are allowed to believe that life can become beautiful without waiting for the next thing to fall apart. You are allowed to receive without feeling guilty. You are allowed to rest without calling yourself lazy. You are allowed to be loved without earning it through pain. Please hear me when I say this. You are enough right now. Not when you heal every wound. Not when you reach the goal. Not when you finally become the person you think you have to be. You are enough in this moment, while still becoming, while still learning, while still figuring things out. The universe is not waiting for you to be perfect before it blesses you. Your spirit is not disappointed in you. Your path is not ruined. Your timing is not broken. You are becoming, and the fact that you are still here matters more than you know. There were moments that tried to convince you that your presence did not matter. But the world is better because you stayed. The people you have not met yet are going to be grateful you kept going. The version of you waiting in the future is going to look back with tears in their eyes and say, "Thank you for not giving up on me." You are more loved than you realize. You are more guided than you realize. You are more powerful than you realize. And this next season is going to show you that none of it was wasted. The tears were not wasted. The waiting was not wasted. The endings were not wasted. The healing was not wasted. The quiet seasons were not wasted. It was all shaping you into someone who can hold the blessing without losing themselves. So keep going, my beautiful angel. Keep choosing love, but do not abandon yourself for it. Keep being soft, but do not hand your softness to people who only know how to mishandle it. Keep believing, even when the evidence is still forming. Keep listening to the quiet voice inside you that says, "There is more." Because there is more. There is more peace, more love, more alignment, more clarity, more abundance, more community, more purpose, more life. And you are not chasing it from desperation anymore. You are walking toward it as someone who finally remembers who they are. I love you so much, my beautiful angel. I'm so proud of you for staying. I am so proud of you for healing. I am so proud of you for becoming. And I truly believe your life is about to surprise you in the most beautiful way.